There we go. We are live. How's it going?
I don't
What are
microphone
you?
way over there.
Why did you leave your microphone way over there? That's crazy talk. And better?
I hope so.
Close enough. What's going on, everybody? Miguel Rodriguez here for the Bakersfield Gentlemen on the Third podcast. Hope everyone's week is going well so far. I hope your microphones are where they should be. I hope you have a cigar in front of you if you can, or if not, you have one whenever you are listening to this, whether it is live with us right now on Facebook, YouTube, or on Twitter, or if you are catching up on the podcast later or on Rumble if you want to watch it. But you also have the options of Spotify, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, oh my God, Radio Public, and several other ones. So wherever you like to listen to podcasts at, you can find us. Now, as we talk about this, if Frank gets a little sharing in, I am having from the what do you call it, Drunk Chicken line. I'm having I believe it's the DCO. DCO, it's their Dark Maduro right here, which I'm looking forward to very much. It's got that barnyard smell to it. It's living up to its chicken name right there. Frankie, if you have a chance, what are you smoking right now?
I'm smoking the Grand Age 2 from Gurkha Cigars.
Grand Age 2, not the 1, huh? The 2. Very nice. Can you also pass me the cutter and lighter when you have a chance? There we go. Actually, I don't need that cutter. You got it? Yeah, you do got it. Nice. There we go. Robert, how you doing? Good afternoon to you as well. And to all those out there watching from wherever you are watching from. In fact, I love to hear this in the comments. Let us know where you are watching from. It lets us know where we're reaching. It lets us know what's going on in your lives. I always appreciate that. Big thanks. Oh, there we go. Brian as well checking in. Thank you so much. Big shout out to our sponsors, Artista Cigars and Cigar Heritage Festival. Check out all of Cigar Heritage Festival's lounges, as well as get ready for that event coming up again. I know it's barely going to be summer, and this event is until the end of the year, but hey, get your plan going. All right. I don't want you to wait. And of course, Artista, whether you're smoking one of the Buffalo 10s or the Chimarron or the Big Papi, whatever it might be, enjoy the heck out of it and enjoy a heck of a good cigar. George, how you doing? How's it going? I'm going to go ahead and light mine up real quick, but I'll try to keep talking. As I promised on Monday, I do have my facts about Halliburton. I don't know if you guys have dove very deep into them, but it's a over 100-year-old company now. And I'll try to stick with like every 10 years or so we don't get bogged down in all of it because it's a lot of information.
Did you look into Domingo Halliburton?
Oh, Domingo Halliburton, of course, yes. Godfather, or the grandfather of Che Guevara, I believe. It's not real. That's a joke. That's a joke, people. That's from, not Always Sunny, 30 Rock. If anyone's seen that, let me know in the comments if you've seen an episode of 30 Rock. I thought it was hilarious. Might not be for everybody. Oh, very sweet off the bat. A mocha sweet. Ooh, that's good stuff. Richard, how you doing, brother? Come check out for the next. Come check out the 420 club page. Oh, very nice. Got that group page going. I like that. I believe I should be in it already. I want to make sure. SM Energy is better equity to own. I wouldn't doubt that, but this one I was going into more of because when you think of American companies, I think this one is one of those negative connotations or
Right.
big wig companies that people are not too familiar with, but know the name Halliburton. I think everybody is synonymous. Thinks it's pretty much the weapons industry, especially with Dick Cheney and all his shenanigans he pulled for a while.
We see it every once in a while because we have a huge facility here in town.
Giant facility. I don't even know what they do there.
I have no idea. All I know is you got to get past the guy with the gun at the gate to get in.
Yeah, and I don't want to really try to get past him. Not for me.
Besides that, you guys, we're still looking into the weight loss challenge for this summer. So make sure if you guys want to be a part of that, you join the page or the group, I should say, so that you guys can get all the information about the buy-in, the rules, the dates that it's going to go through, and all that fun stuff. You're not going to want to miss out if you want to get a little healthier, lose some weight with some fellow cigar smokers. It's a good thing to do. We had fun with it a couple years ago. I know I did.
Yes, you did. Being the winner, that is. But there will be a new winner this time. Frankie, I just don't think he has it in him to do it again. There will be no repeating of that. either way, before we get too far into it, this guy's a little it's hard to light right now. A little wet, but the flavors are still very nice. And you've already been smoking on yours for a while.
Yeah, I started mine early. I knew I was gonna smoke something different on the show, but I didn't get through it when I was doing my research online.
Oh, okay.
So I figured I want to finish. I'm really enjoying this. Again, you guys, I know Gurkha gets a lot of crap from a lot of people. You know, they don't like Gurkha for whatever reason. But ever since I started using Aganorsa tobacco and different rollers like Artista rollers and blenders, I've become a big fan. So if it's in you, try the San Miguel, try the Revenant, either one. Just give them another try, you guys. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised. I mean, that's why I loved Shervin. I don't know if he's watching. Can you tag Shervin in this?
I'll tag him. I can tag him. Real quick though.
No notifications.
I hate that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Eduardo. Lousy no notifications.
Like I was saying, Shervin, he gave us a bunch of fresh packs at TP, and that's why we gave so many away.
Yeah.
And some people that have gotten them as prizes, they were hesitant to smoke them because again they're Gurkha. A lot of people don't like Gurkha, but they smoked them. And hey, if they like at least half of them, that's great.
I agree with that. I mean, it's a lot better of numbers than I was seeing before for them, so I'm very happy for that. Good afternoon from Jeff. My wife went for a girls' trip for 5 days, and I'm a bachelor for 5 days on ice. I can do what I want. I can do what I want, how I want. Very nice.
Now that does remind me of an episode of The League where Sophia takes baby Ruxin to Puerto Rico to go back to be with the family for a yearly trip, and Ruxin claims to have the chill zone over at his house, but Sophia has cameras everywhere so you can see almost everything, and so it's a chill spot as long as you're using the coasters, eating the healthy snacks, keeping your feet off the tables. But he does find a blind spot, and that's where the shenanigans begin, which are hilarious.
Shenanigans are always good. I do enjoy Gurkhas. I may not buy them regularly, but they aren't bad. Though the Ghost, I was not a fan of. Eduardo says, I don't blame him. Sometimes there are certain ones that are just not for everybody.
Yeah.
And that's one of those lines that if you give it a chance, there's definitely some in there I think everyone could appreciate, but it's not mean you're gonna switch over from another brand to them.
Now, again, I will say, yesterday Eduardo and I were screwed out of a winning.
Oh my goodness!
I'm gonna bring this up. I'm not gonna say who it was. We were watching a Sinistro Zoom, and they said the first person to put in the last cowboy, type it out, wins this really cool ass cowboy lighter. Well, I kind of anticipated that's what it was gonna be, so I started typing early and sent it in. And right after I sent it in, Eduardo showed up, but his was next. So I thought either him or I would win, but it was about 4 names down that they got the winner from. But I screenshotted it. I'm not gonna say anything, but I screenshotted it so I can defend my position. But yeah, I was pretty heated after that because I was like, well, I should have won. And I was like, why do you need to win? I was like, well, because then I can give more stuff away. And he understood. He understood that. Because more than likely he'd win that anyways.
That does happen quite often. And Eduardo agrees it was a travesty. Dan, Stacy, how you guys doing? Let's see, what is this last comment on there? To be fair, to be fair, they did not say the first one. It was just who they picked. That is a fair point then Eduardo brings up. If it's just one of the people who typed it in will win, then you can't really get mad. They let you know the rules ahead of time. Mm-hmm. So I feel that's very fair right there. Very fair. Now this guy is lit. We're good to go.
Oh, and I'm enjoying the hell out of this right here, you guys. This is the Grand aged 2. Nothing fancy when it comes to the flavors. Simple tobacco, wood, a little bit of spice. Nothing complex. But for right now, when I was just plugging along in front of the computer, just doing my work, and right now just smoking on the show, I'm really enjoying the hell out of it.
Can't be sad about that.
And I have some chai tea here that I mixed with a big cup of ice, so see if it pairs.
Interesting. I'll give you that. Bob, how's it going? Good to see you.
Oh wow, that's really nicely.
Miguel was behind it. We all know it. Yeah, I did 2 Bobs. Excuse me, Bob S and Bob B. I agree. It should be first one though. That lighter was pretty cool. It was pretty too. Yeah, they make some really cool lighters for the brands. I do like those a lot. before I go too far into the tangent topic of today, there's one before that even that we brought up for a moment, just a moment, last one, and that
Just
was
a whisper.
Evil Dead Rise. Yeah,
Evil Dead Rise. What can I say about that movie? Besides, uh, I liked it. I was very curious how they were going to connect the opening scene to the rest of the movie, and you don't understand. You don't get it until the very, very end, which I loved.
I appreciate how they
I
held
love
off on
that.
that. Yeah,
I do feel bad. Spoilers, but the movie's been out for a couple weeks now, so
at least 3, I think.
yeah. There was a couple kids that were in a apartment hallway with the monster, and rather than unlock the door and let these children into the house, the aunt just watched the people as they died.
Well, in her defense, though, like it was trying to get into her place, and they were already out there, so it bought them some more time. And we don't know these kids. We don't know if they were selling drugs in that building. We don't know nothing about them. What do you call it? Let's see, Richards. I wish Frightmare had lighters. You should invite Lloyd to the gathering and bring it up.
We've invited him every year.
Yeah, every time, but he's busy. Saturday nights usually when they do the VIP
party
stuff. So after that, he probably is either tired or has more responsibilities. So I understand that it would be difficult, to say the least, for Lloyd, the guy who started Texas Frightmare, for those who don't know, to make it out to a cigar for that time. But I like the idea how they have the idea of how they do it without ignoring Campbell's movies. I agree with that as well. They didn't ignore them. They actually there's a lot of homage to the original pieces and callbacks to their own I guess remake, a redux. I mean, how long ago was Evil Dead the remake now? Like 4 years, maybe? Maybe 4 years, if that. Lloyd Kaufman? No, not Lloyd Kaufman.
I will say I also like the way that they used the fault lines in California to open up where the story needed to go.
Yes.
But again, like I said on Monday's show, if you guys find a room heavily adorned in crucifixes and there's a giant coffin holding something inside, chances are you should probably leave that shit alone.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably for the best. Richard says that's how the Evil Dead remake was paid homage to the original, 100%. And this one obviously took a left field with a new location. It was not the cabin in the wood style anymore, although they did have a little bit of that, for a moment. The other thing I really appreciated was they didn't retcon anything from their first one.
Right.
They didn't need that same book to be there because they had another book. They actually have 3. If you listen really closely, this is kind of a spoiler, kind of not, because it doesn't bear too much weight on the plot line. But in the recordings that they're listening to, the priest mentions, there's one of, we believe, 3 books that was created, and like, oh no, there's 3 of them. So that got me real good. I'm sorry, Tom. I don't know what's going on with that.
Yeah, you're the second person to tell us that, brother. Again, it's Facebook. Facebook is going to pick and choose if it wants to give us the notifications or not. We do apologize, but yeah, that's Facebook, man. That you're the second person to let us know that today.
Oh, that's a good call. I watched it with my parents on Mother's Day, and we said the same thing. If you see over 10 crucifixes hanging and symbols all over it, get out. Yeah. As soon as you are let into an abandoned or purposely hidden bank vault that's pretty much empty, all but a few relics from what clearly was some kind of religious order. And then there's one section of this bank vault that is just covered in inscriptions and whatnot that says, for what I can only understand, because I don't think there's in English on the walls, just basically just says "get out," and that is a good sign to get out. Really do appreciate that. Really easy to pick signs, like a big stop sign. And then Tom, are you guys watched the Avatar movie? I have not. I
haven't even seen the first one.
Out somewhere.
I've never even seen the first one. So
I went to see the first one on a date. She picked, and it was like 2.5 hours of blue Pocahontas, and how big business is bad. That's pretty much all it was. And the worst name for a element I've ever heard, unobtainium. because it's really hard to find which really just irritated the hell out of me. So all of that. In order, I think the of the 3 books was the Necronomicon from Bruce. Yeah, absolutely, because this book had a different cover, but inside was this book had a different cover. Plus the inside was I think that's the same thing. Yeah, I think they're supposed to be like a trilogy, I guess, of books.
Yeah.
No different than maybe if you put them all together, it's something else. I don't know where they're going with that exactly, but
Mother boxes.
No, it's not going DC. Maybe you don't know. Maybe that's actually a good possibility. What I'm thinking is though that it allows them to set up a third movie in any location they want, and we can tie it in by either just another religious order trying to stop it, or a curiosities person, or people who know what they're looking for and want to open it up.
Yeah.
So it could go in a whole bunch of different directions.
Yeah, and this is just a quick throw out there. With Texas Frightmare coming up, we'll be leaving a week from tomorrow.
Yeah.
Get on the plane out to Dallas. They do have notebooks that have the kind of fake human skin kind of a thing to it. There, they guys sell those. So if somebody wants one, we can try and maybe get one as a prize.
That would be kind of cool. We'll have to look for it. Yeah, I know someone's gonna be selling some. Oh, that's right. For Army of Darkness, Richard. Yeah, there was 3 books just to choose the right one. I don't know if they're gonna be that's got to be the same books then, right? Tied together, kind of thing. So by cigar, I'm smoking a drunk chicken, and it is a bit wet.
Is it?
Yeah. A lot of brown sugar though. Like it's very sweet.
Again, you guys, I'm smoking the Grand Age 2 from Gurkha, pairing it with a chai tea, and it's actually pairing very nicely. The subtle grassiness with the sweetness from the tea is pairing well with the aged tobacco, spice, and wood from the cigar.
All right.
So they're going really well together.
I'm glad that you did it. Then I was like, oh, all right, he's going for tea. He usually doesn't drink tea. But
yeah.
It was a good pick today. Frankie's just having the tea unsweetened, and I'm just having a Diet Coke, nothing fancy. Eduardo says he's down for any Frightmare prizes, but we will find those books, though, for sure.
Also, if you guys are down for Frightmare prizes, please put your t-shirt size in the comments, and the most common sizes, I'll grab a couple of those shirts.
That's a good call.
Because I don't want to grab a small and no one can wear it besides Joe.
Friggin' Joe. Man, where's that jabroni been?
No.
I had to talk to JD yesterday. We made fun of her on her phone.
Nice.
Like, oh, there's jabroni. No, I'm just kidding. Jim is a large. Eduardo's an XL. I've been wearing XL. Like I believe this is an XL, but a lot of double X's are just comfy right now. I gotta really step up for the weight loss challenge. That's what I gotta do. Get back into those larges again.
So I'm seeing a few larges. Large and extra large.
Joe's a small in men's, so that makes it easier. Grab a few napkins from there. Maybe that'll work. They actually are not. They used to do this one thing for those who might not have been, where they made a newspaper that resembled a lot like the Day of the Dead newspaper. Was it Day of the Dead or Dawn of the Dead?
Either way, it was really cool.
Day of the Dead newspaper, I believe. George A. Romero. There was a scene where the city's trashed, but you see one last newspaper, The Dead Walk, and it really reminded me of that one. And inside of it would have the itinerary, a list of vendors with a map, what speakers are where, what time certain events are going to be happening.
And this will be the first year they don't do it.
And I'm so bummed, but I get it. It's probably quite a costly souvenir, and they probably just saw too many that just got tossed or something. Yeah. But I still do appreciate that. Do you like Land of the Dead? That's the one with John Leguizamo, right? I thought it was pretty fun.
Who's the one with the horses at the end?
Horses at the end.
They're like on a farm or something.
Oh, the zombies start eating them. That was
Survival.
Dead.
So many freaking movies with that name.
Jeff wants that double X L, so that's okay. So we got XL and double XL. I think is usually the go-to. You know, it's just comfier.
Okay.
I can go for sure next year. Diary of the Dead was the worst. That probably was
Which
the
one
worst
was Diary?
Some angsty teens who film everything, and the main girl couldn't stop complaining about filming everything.
Which is the one with Nick Cannon? Because that's like the best zombie movie ever made. They're in the mall.
I better throat punch you for that. But no, that is a remake not even a remake, a
Loose retelling.
revolting copy slash just rip off of the name, because it had almost nothing to do with the original. Hey Byron, how you doing? Good to see you in the comments there. That was a remake of Dawn of the Dead from a remake of it was a remake of Day of the Dead that had almost nothing to do with the others.
Well, no, because the story was much crisper. It was much more coherent. I mean, the way Nick Cannon portrayed a survivor was Oscar worthy. Oscar worthy.
Actually, I don't remember the end of it. It was that bad. Let me get that on screen real quick. Eduardo's got a comment here. I have Eugene Clark's sign on a 8x10, but not a fan. What? Well, you know what? At least you got it though. That's all that matters. Someone out there will be. So if you ever need a barter, sometimes that's not a bad idea.
Offer up.
Yep. So maybe I don't know. Actually, maybe you want to keep some of those things from someone that you absolutely don't like at all. Like, I can't think of an actor that I hate, or maybe the dude who played Zuckerberg. I can't stand him in almost anything.
Oh, Lex Luthor.
Yeah. But if I had his autograph, I think I would still keep it, even if I didn't care for his work.
Yeah.
It's not like he's a bad guy or anything. He's probably cool in real life. He's not a fan of his roles. Offering it to me for free. Oh, okay. I might have to give you something for that still. Then Nick got all the zombies pregnant. Yeah, there's a lot of zombie babies out there.
Mm-hmm.
They were wilding up or wilding out. Whatever his reality show is / sitcom thing. I don't know.
But all in all, I thought the movie was great.
Back to Evil Dead, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I was shocked at how many people survived. I expected more.
Okay. I thought you meant like that too many people survived.
No.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to give too much away and spoil the movie, but I thought it was really good.
I enjoyed the hell out of it. Hey, Cam, just saw you a little while ago. Good to see you again, brother. But I always felt he was a different version of Michael Cera. Yeah, he's a less what the heck what do you call Michael Cera in movies? Like oh gosh, there's a word for it. I will remember
some
later.
Comedian did some kind of like story where it was Jesse Eisenberg and Michael Cera and somebody else having a conversation. Like all sound the same.
They do though.
It was really funny.
They absolutely do. Kendall, how you doing? How is it going? Good to see you. Thank you for joining us. If you didn't get a notification, we apologize. We've now seen that quite a few times, so we have to do something to fix that. Maybe do a reel or something pointing out what's going on. Yeah, evil. No one's supposed to survive Evil Dead. That's the whole point.
I know, but it's
evil and it's dead. Boom. It's not called Purity Life, which would be a really weird movie.
Also, though, in the trailer that I saw, again, spoiler, only the mother becomes possessed, or whatever you call it.
Possessed, yeah.
And when other people started doing it, I was like, oh, I didn't see that coming.
You know what? No, I thought they were going to be dealing with the mother the whole time.
Yeah.
But I really liked what they did. I love, and this is a little bit of a spoiler too. I will get off of it after this, but in the elevator, when the cords start wrapping around her, it mirrors the branches and the vines from the original and from the remake when the first girl gets possessed and it attacks her as well. And I love that they used the technology in the metal this time versus the nature aspect of it. I thought that was a really cool change.
Right.
But still fed into the original. I thought that was beyond awesome. All right, so before I'm going to have to switch up my notes here and go to the Halliburton ones for you crazy people out there who like this kind of stuff like we do. Before I do, again, really recap, I am smoking the Drunk Chicken DCO, excuse me. And it's a little wet. I'm having a trouble keeping it lit. But the flavors are still there. Very sweet, but now more of a spiciness has come to it as well. So it's like still that brown sugar. You can taste like molasses. And it's got like a red pepper spice to it.
If I remember correctly, DCO stands for Drunk Chicken Original.
Yeah.
So that was the first cigar that they came out with.
Yes, I believe so as well, yes. And then looks like Joe. Oh yeah, that's right, Joe. I don't know if anyone's seen this, but Joe decided that she wanted to infuse some of the cigars. Gonna try one tomorrow. Well, she barbecue some chili verde. Ooh, that's a good call. Who makes those drunk? It's Drunk Chicken. The company they go through, I will find that out. We'll have to ask. What's her name? Gosh dang it, starts with the D. And then what did you? Oh no, I'll let Joe answer that one because that's all her. But for those who might not know, we just got curious and started looking up Halliburton just because of what they have touched and what they have accomplished and how far they have reached. But they employ, I think, 50,000 people across the world right now.
Wow, it's a big company.
Very large conglomerate that started back in 1919 by Earl P. Halliburton as the New Method Oil Well Cementing Company. And if you go through it, 10 years later, they reached their milestone. Research and development already improved process and equipment to the point where the mixture made up 2,500 sacks of cement could be injected in 48 minutes. So they are definitely stepping it up. Company deployed barge-mounted cement rigs in the Gulf of Mexico in 38. Became a major segment of the petroleum industry. So they are stepping up that game by a lot. 47, they become the first marine cementing vessel ever to go into service. So I'm guessing that's for offshore drilling and offshore projects. Probably stuff like the Panama Canal. Maybe not them directly in that, but stuff like that. But the next year, they are on the New York Stock Exchange for the first time. So in 48,
So they
finally go public. So that's a few years later. Let's see. Their first appearance in Europe was in 51, which was a wholly owned Italian subsidiary called Halliburton Italiana SPA. And let me get some of these comments before I miss them. Gave me an idea of barbecue cigar. That is
Kentucky Fire Cure.
The Kentucky Fire Cure, I think, is the closest thing to it. And I was actually tangent from our tangent right now. Talking with our buddy Walsh yesterday or the day before about slow cooking, that smoking technique, and putting a cigar in the smoker and kind of having that go into the meat as well. So not just like throw a whole bunch of cigars and start smoking your meat with that, but your mesquite or your rose or your cherry wood, whatever you want to use, plus add your favorite cigar into the mix. Maybe light it a little bit more because I don't know how exactly that would work out with the really low heat. But I think if you were to do that, you might, impose some really, really interesting flavors to your steak or your. I guess in our case, we probably do tri-tip. I guess
tri-tip.
Yeah, I'm wondering what cut of meat would be best for something like that.
None of that nonsense brisket.
Call it. And then before we go too far back into Halliburton, Richard asks, "Where do you rank Evil Dead Rise in the franchise?" It was up there for me. Probably not better than the original. I don't think any of them are, but it's definitely tied with the new Evil Dead for me. And it's hard for me to pick. I gotta watch them all again. I think every single one of them and put them together. To Bamp Cigars makes a bacon cigar. They call it the MRE. I 100% need to smoke that. I love Bamp Cigars. I love this. He's a good guy. So I have not had that one. I gotta right that wrong. And then gotta try that with a smoking cheese. Oh, forgot about that. People do that all the time, right? It's a pretty normal thing. Then excuse me, I've been talking so much. I gotta tap this. So take over for a quick second so I can relight my cigar.
Yeah. Well, you have all the Halliburton notes, and that's where we're at.
You want to take it? Just going in order right there. If you see one that interests you more than others, you can kind of skip around. I have got to purge my cigar real quick because I let it go out all the way, unfortunately.
So in 52, they top 100 million in revenue for the first time.
Damn.
Eric Halliburton passes away in 57 after being president of the company for 28 years and chairman for 10. Not too much more interesting, just more about how it grows.
I'm curious when they get into weapons. That's probably not until what, the 70s or 80s.
Probably.
For those who can't see because you're watching on or listening to the podcast, my cigar keeps lighting up like a candle here. Those on camera, you can see that. Let's get rid of that for a second. Again, the flavors are really good. It's just having a hard time. It's just a little too humid, which is weird because the rest of the cigars in that case that I got it out of are fine. So maybe this guy just was sitting in a different one for a little bit too long. That's probably on me. That's my bad. Because I've had these before and I've never had this issue in particular. Um, Drunk Chicken across the board is some great stuff. The Mother Clucker is friggin' awesome. The DCO is also incredible, guys. This is, I believe, a San Andres. If I can't remember, if I'm not mistaken, I'll correct myself if I am. But there's deep flavors in there. Not too strong for those who might not look for something that's a powerhouse. But getting into the second, third, finally, I would say that sweetness is still there. A little bit of the spice and coffee is definitely there as well.
Good.
So you ran through the whole thing. Where did Cheney come in then?
He goes in to become president after the other guy retires, and then he retires to be part of the Republican ticket with George W. Bush.
Yeah, definitely. The first thing he was supposed to go find a vice president for him. It wasn't supposed to be him. And then he looks at all the candidates like, you know what? I'd probably do a better job.
Yeah, he puts on the Donald's glove. He's like, I'll do it myself.
Yeah. And then he did. He absolutely did. Ooh, that's good stuff though. Very good cigar.
I will say this, you guys. Just a quick little side note about our raffle we've been having going on for almost a month now. We're down to 5 tickets. So if someone wants to get in on the last 5 tickets, you can have them all for $100. But yeah, that's it, you guys. We have 5 left. So as soon as we sell these last 5, we're gonna do the raffle. Yeah, I'm really excited. Again, it's the bottle of Jack Daniels, a ton of cigars, cutter lighter travel case, tasting glasses. Um, it's an awesome giveaway or awesome raffle, you guys. So whoever wants these last 5, you can take them for 100. Or if some other people want to buy a couple here, a couple there, we've got 5 more, and then we're done. Then it'll be time to pull the name.
Yeah, I can't wait to see who wins. I'm looking forward to seeing them taste that whiskey if they haven't had it before. Jack Daniel's Sinatra is still one of my favorites. I cannot wait to get more. Hopefully, I know that Bevmo is probably your best bet right now, guys. If you're looking to get some, the secondary market is already kind of adjusting to what's going on. The fact that they will not be releasing anymore. At least I don't think they're releasing anymore.
Nope.
Sad, but it had a good, I think, 11, 12-year run of Sinatra, and then they're moving on to other stuff. Obviously, there's a lot of good, higher end Jack Daniel products. So not the end of it, just something different.
Yeah. So if you guys want those tickets, get a hold of Miguel. If you want 1 or 2, if you want all 5.
First to 2. Oh yeah, I had autocorrect say first when I meant with. You weren't correct. Okay, no worries. Appreciate that. Sometimes I read it wrong anyway though, because these glasses ain't what they used to be. It's time to get back to the eye doctor. Unfortunately, I need to step it up with this. Speaking of the tickets though, I guess if someone wants to get all of them for we said $100, or if you want to buy just a pack of cigars, I'll give you one of the raffle tickets. So you buy any 5-pack that we have right now, and we'll give you one of them. So those will be the 2 ways. So I hope you will get in on it because I want to see who wins. And then obviously any cigars between now and June 2nd will be added to the deal where Miguel's going to get shut up. These arms will take it again. My goal is, if I could pick a goal for this, I don't want a full box. I don't want to get hit with the full box thing. Half at most. Like I saw 1,000 cigars, and 2 more. We need 2 more markers, so we need to borrow the kids. We need all of them. We need to go to Gorilla. Do they still have air? I think so, right?
I don't think so.
So we'll go to Wolverine. Wolverine Paintball is an awesome paintball field here in town. Really cool guys. They made a birthday for a couple of kids, the same day birthdays. We didn't even know them. Really special. And they took care of everyone really well. So if you're in the area and you want to play paintball, check them out. Don't forget Poso Creek, also awesome.
Yep.
But go fill up and either I'll get a tarp. We do it here in the parking lot, or we ask Wolverine if we could film a little video on their fields.
Yeah.
I think that'll be the best way. I just don't want it to be from one marker and then having to stop and reload. I think it'll take too long. If it's 3 at once, I feel like it'll be painful, but less painful than taking longer. Very scared. Ishmael Olivan is one of the greatest guys. Met him in Florida. He and his wife talked to us all weekend. Really cool guy. Let him tell you the story about him saving me from a bathroom, even though I was totally fine.
Yeah.
I was fine. I was totally okay.
Nah, he's a good guy. He is a good guy.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So, I've been going on about mine, and it looks like you are getting into that last third of yours. How's
and again,
going?
you guys, this Gurkha Grand Age 2 is not going to be some complex flavored change of a stick. It's going to be well-aged tobacco, wood, and spice the whole way through. The spice intensifies as the cigar heats up. So back towards the final third here, it's going to be a little bit more intense on the spice. But it's very enjoyable. I'm enjoying the hell out of it. You know, it's just a simple, well-made cigar. And I have nothing to complain about. It's smoking well, burning well, great smoke output, solid burn line, good performance.
Oh, sorry, we had a little hiccup on the internet right there. I'm going to turn my Wi-Fi off on my phone. If we are still on for you guys, let me know in the comments. I think we should be all right.
Yeah, we should be okay.
Okay, cool. Back to normal. But yeah, I think we've talked about this before. But yeah, Gurkha's definitely stepped up their game in the last few times, and they're starting to not only focus on the tobacco, but they're getting back to their really cool box inspirational art or inspired art. It's some really good stuff. I absolutely love my Warlord box. It's a treasure chest. It's a straight up treasure chest. Cannot do better than that.
Yeah. And again, I'm drinking chai tea, and it's pairing amazingly well with the cigar. So a little bit of sweetness from the tea with the herbalness from it, pairing amazingly well with the cigar.
I like the sound of that. I think that's a good call. Now, so we talked about the company for a while, but that was mainly just a what's the word I'm looking for? A side thought, if you would. You know, it's one of those things I wanted answered, and I'm wondering what other topics you guys would like to see like that, because we can go into companies. I think if you haven't seen the channel, The Fat Electrician, check it out.
Yeah,
hilarious and very informative. And there's
especially if you're a military buff, I think you'll enjoy it.
The two I was thinking about though that I wanted to mention, I don't think you need to be though. One of them was the cheese reserves of the U.S. 1.5 billion pounds of cheese underneath its surface.
Doesn't seem like enough. We need more.
We might need more. I don't know. And then the one on the politician Cassius Clay, that one blew my mind. I didn't realize.
Not Muhammad Ali.
No, who he was named after, which is even better, I think. They're maybe combined 30 minutes worth of video, so you can get through them pretty quickly. The amount of facts that come at you, you might need to watch them over again. So you're turning it into probably 90 minutes because you're going to get a lot of entertainment out of it too. I guarantee you. Yeah. Really good stuff.
Good stuff.
Would you guys like some of that peppered in for the second, third? And looks like Peter is in the house checking in over on YouTube. Not too much, brother. I am smoking the DCO from Drunk Chicken, and Frankie is having
the Grand Age 2 from Gurkha. We talked a little bit about Evil Dead Rise. We talked about Halliburton. We talked about the weight loss challenge, making sure if you guys want in on it, you get onto the group page.
Yes.
So we can keep you up to date on everything. We're down to our last 5 raffle tickets. So if someone wants to buy all those for $100, it's theirs. And then we can do the drawing. Yeah, so you didn't miss too much, but you missed a bit.
A little bit. And I apologize again for those who are having notification issues on Facebook, which is why we are still recommending you if you want to watch it on Twitter. Unfortunately, comments aren't there. YouTube, as Peter is doing, appreciate that. You can hit. I feel if you hit their notifications on YouTube, it's a little better than Facebook's. They will keep you in the loop a little better. That's still a kind of a coin toss on that. But then we are also, all videos are also linked to Rumble. So if you'd rather watch over there, I think it said the last count we had like over 400 videos on there.
Nice.
And I didn't we do no work for that. They just put it up for us. So a big shout out to Rumble for that.
Thank you, Rumble.
And a big thank you to anyone watching over there because the views are adding up and the likes and whatnot are on there. So really appreciate that as well, guys.
Nice.
The heck was I gonna say though? Along with that, I would be live streaming this to Rumble, but they want an exclusivity thing. So until Facebook really like completely messes us up, I'm not willing to do that just yet.
No.
I think we're good where we're at. I think we got you guys here. I'm loving seeing y'all.
Yeah.
The weight loss challenge though, because I know we're talking about Peter about that. The poll, I put a poll up in Cigars, Whiskey, and Beautiful Women, which I should probably go check because I haven't checked it in a couple of days, or at least the last day. So I can go to the group and hopefully I can. Oh gosh, I'm not gonna scroll through it. There's so many posts. I really do appreciate everyone posting in there though. I'm going to make it. I'm gonna make it. Who? That's a good looking cigar, but I'm gonna keep going this way. All right. It looks like it's tied at 40 and 40 for 40% each for 10 or 5 cigars. So it's tied on that one. I don't know what that's going to mean for us. Probably give it like probably till Monday and decide what the cost will be.
Yeah.
Enter. Probably, I'm guessing 5 sticks.
Other than that, Mike, that was all I had.
I think it's going to have to do it for today. No worries, guys. Friday, we are back. I believe we might have a guest for you guys, so bear with me on that. What was I going to say? Get your cigars wherever you can. Just message us direct, and we'll get them to you. Message again for the last of those raffle tickets. Hopefully we can do that Friday as well. That'd be awesome to get on the show. Love to get that out there with you guys. And that's it.
That'll do it, guys. We will see you guys on Friday again. Want to thank our sponsors, Cigar Heritage Festival and Artista Cigars, for making this show possible. You guys for tuning in, sharing, liking, commenting, subscribing, being part of the Patreon. Really helps out you guys. We will see you Friday.